and go for a walk through the neighborhood as we do. A decent amount of countertop space. Right here actually is the ICE building, and this is, I guess, where all the protests happen. And this is just one of over 200 parks in Portland. Wood floors, completely refinished. We're gonna head over to the east side now and check out a house over there. So let's go. If you're new to the channel, my name's Matt and I make videos each and every week about what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Additionally, I'm a licensed real estate agent and I am dedicated to helping people just like you make their move to Portland. And I'm the only agent that's getting out there every week, showing you every neighborhood in Portland and going inside of active current listings just like this. So if you are looking to make your move to the Portland area, make sure you call, text, email, or just scan the QR code right here on the screen and we will talk soon about your move to Portland. All right, so it is a very, very beautiful day in Portland, Oregon, and I am walking along the Willamette River here in South Waterfront. And I just want to show you just how stunning it is right now. It's mostly sunny, and actually we're only about 2 blocks away from where all the protests have been happening. And so I just wanted to do a brief housekeeping and go for a walk through the neighborhood as we do. So first thing, when I first started this channel almost 3 years ago, is there anyone here that has been watching since the very, very beginning? I highly doubt it, because probably only like, I don't know, 10 people watched that first video when I posted it. Dang, it's really bright out right now. But when I first started this channel, I did it to share valuable content about what it was like to live in Portland and hopefully meet people, which I've done a lot of up to this point, and help them move here to this beautiful city. Unbeknownst to me, there are a lot of people out there that despise Portland for some reason. And so I didn't actually really know this when I first started the channel. And so what I've realized is that my channel gets divided up into 2 different audiences. I'm just gonna walk through here real quick. Number 1, which is my intended audience, are all of you beautiful people who are looking to do research about what it's really like to live here and potentially move to Portland. That's my target audience. But then YouTube has found this secondary audience of people that aren't ever intending to move to Portland and just kind of want to hate on the city, and they look for videos like this to confirm negative bias about Portland. Before I started making these videos, I wasn't even really aware of how much negative stigma there is about Portland. I'm sort of doing a loop here through the neighborhood. I'm gonna finish up this housekeeping, but I'm gonna show you, there's all these condo buildings over here, and I'm gonna be showing you a condo that is currently for sale, but I'm just going for a little walk here. The ICE building, which I drove past it dozens, maybe even hundreds of times before I even knew what it was, is right up here. We're just gonna circle around the neighborhood, see what's going on over there right now, so that you can see with your own eyes what it's like to live here. It's actually right up here. One thing a lot of people think about Portland when they see things like protests going on or craziness happening in the streets is that is reflective of the entire city. But the reality is that if you actually lived here, it's concentrated to these small areas. Right here actually is the ICE building, and this is, I guess, where all the protests happen. That's it. This is where it happens. This is Macadam and this is Bancroft. And so, yeah, I drove past this building many times without actually knowing what it was, because my daughter actually went to school over here. And so one thing that people think, certain folks see these videos of craziness happening in Portland and they think that's reflective of what it's actually like to live here. And what I want to do is give you an actual, and this is what I've always tried to do on this channel since day one, is show you what it's actually like to live here. And so that, whatever happens there, I mean, right now it seems pretty chill, but whatever is happening there is concentrated to a 1 or 2 block radius in a city that is almost 150 square miles. So If you don't want to be a part of the chaos, lucky thing for you is you don't really have to. And so that's what I try to show you week in and week out on this channel, is that Portland's a big city. There's a lot of different neighborhoods. There's a lot of beauty to see. And last week I had a video that got a lot of attention because of the current political environment. And there were a lot of people watching it that I think were expecting to see one thing, didn't see it, and I guess that's upsetting to them. So I'm just trying to give you a real-time feel of what it's like to live here in as many different neighborhoods as I possibly can. And I'll show you everything I can. Like, that's where all the protests are, but also you could still live in this beautiful place. This is actually a big vacant area. I don't know what the plan is for this, but we're gonna walk through South Waterfront. This is actually where OHSU, the Oregon Health and Science University, is one of the top medical schools in the country, definitely in Oregon. There's a lot of coffee shops and cafes right over here, and pretty much everything that you're gonna find here is condos. Condos that go dozens of stories up. And then you've also got commercial businesses on the main level. So let's just walk over here. This is actually a pretty good coffee shop that I've worked at and edited videos at. And there's another coffee shop right over there. And there's like a brewery or like a beer garden right down here. And there's talks on the other side of this neighborhood of putting in a Major League Baseball stadium. So pretty up and coming neighborhood. It is one of the youngest and newest developed neighborhoods in all of Portland here in South Waterfront. Here's a little cafe. So last week I got a comment that was like, I came here to see the war zone and craziness and like what gives. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you. I'm just kind of showing you and telling you what it is. This whole area is super walkable and flat, but it's also got these streetcars. I don't know if we'll see one, but these train tracks right here are the streetcars, and that will take you up into as far as Northwest Portland. It'll take you all through downtown Portland, and it'll also take you to the east side if the streetcars run through there as well. Here's a burger place. It's called Little Big Burger. It smells pretty good, honestly. And all these little courtyards. Right over here, there's a big park that there's a farmer's market at every Thursday, and people walk their dogs. Here's a pizza place. And that big building over there is OHSU, as you can see right there. And these are all condos. So there are no houses in this neighborhood. You got a Blue Star Donuts right here. And the condo building I think that we're gonna look at is this one right here. There's a preschool, like a Montessori school. There's some more restaurants if we go over on this next street. And like I said, we're only, what was that, like a 5-minute walk from all of the chaos that you guys always are wanting to see, apparently. You got like hair salons here and nails and spa. And then there's like a doggy daycare place. All these little shops, and it's actually really cool to see all this stuff because this area took a big hit during the pandemic. A lot of businesses shut down, and it wasn't fun. But even in these densely populated areas, you have these beautiful tree-lined streets. In a few more weeks, you can already see it. The leaves are starting to change color. So fall in Portland is just absolutely beautiful. If you notice, I'm already wearing a long sleeve shirt. A few weeks ago, I was walking around wearing the, button-up t-shirts or just a regular t-shirt. So the weather is changing, it's getting cooler, and the trees are going to get more and more beautiful. So make sure you're subscribing so that you can watch that transformation. That's one of the cool things about subscribing to this channel, is that you get to watch Portland change in real time with me. So here is the building that we will be looking at a condo in, and it's as close as you can get to the river. So how sweet is that? Let's just go take a quick walk over here and check out the river once more, because it's important to know just how stunning this city is, having a river dividing it. You got people cruising through on their boats. And there is this boardwalk that goes up and down the banks of this river, and it's also a bike path too. So very, very beautiful place. You can see the Ross Island Bridge over there in the distance, and as we get over to the edge of this neighborhood, right over there is where they're saying they're gonna build a Major League Baseball stadium. So I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but if it does, that's gonna be super cool. Yeah, this South Waterfront area was established in around the 2007 era, and it was developed around OHSU, and all of these condo buildings popped up right around that same time. So let's go on in and check it out. All right, so I got the keys. We are at the Atwater Place building. Like I said, right here on the Willamette River. You can't really get any closer. And this is a 23-story condo building that was built in 2007. Like I said, most of these condo buildings in this neighborhood were built in 2007, 2008. And this is a luxury premier condo building. And I cannot wait to go show you this unit that we're about to see. It's about 1,500 square feet. It is 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and it is just incredible. And so I don't want to hold you up any longer. And as always, I'm gonna tell you what the list price is, but I think it's going to shock you a little bit, the value of this property. This place does include a parking space and storage space, and it's walking distance to the river and future MLB baseball stadium. So let's go on in and take a look, and I'm gonna tell you the list price after the tour. So here's the view looking down this street. And what we're looking at up here are the West Hills, and that's actually OHSU up at the top of the hill there as well. And here's the building, and lots of beautiful high-rise buildings in this neighborhood. And let's go on inside. There is a ramp here for accessibility, and then here is your lobby. Got some nice artwork. And we're gonna make a left, and then we'll head up the elevators here and go upstairs to the 5th floor. All right, go on up to number 5. And here we are. We are looking for unit 510. Let's see, 502. Oh my God, it smells really good in here. Oh, okay, this is a dead end. It's this way. Someone is cooking something in here and it smells so good. Oh, there it is. 510. All right, and so here we are in this little hallway entryway. And the first thing that you notice is this beautiful hardwood floor, giving it that exquisite, luxurious feel. And it opens up into this like living room here, but gotta notice this little mud room type space here, little mud nook, if you will, and place to sit down and take your shoes off. And there's a look at the front door there. And then right off to the left here, we have this utility room that has your laundry as well as some storage. And then behind here, you have your electrical panel and integrated Wi-Fi. And then we have a little pantry closet here. And then right here, we have a little coat closet. So that's nice. And your little dining nook right here in this corner. So that's lovely. And then we have the kitchen, and this is just a lovely kitchen. You got a built-in gas range, built-in oven, beautiful countertops that are in beautiful condition. And you've got all of these solid wood cabinets that are beautiful. I love the grain on these, and it's just a pretty cool design. And we've got a decent amount of countertop space. And don't forget about the built-in dishwasher. So gotta love that. I love having nice built-in appliances, and this island is pretty stunning too, and it adds a lot of countertop space. And it kind of separates the kitchen a little bit from the living room space right here, which I'll show you more of in a second, but just we gotta appreciate this kitchen a bit more. And you've got the power outlets right here. And here is the stunning living room with the wall to ceiling windows, looking out at that living roof, that live roof right there. And you've got this little patio here that let's go check out. And out here you've got these pavers and it's partially covered. And so what's nice about this is you'll get a lot of sunlight year round, because this is looking to the east, this is south, and that's west. And so the sun is going to kind of go like so throughout the day. And just look at the roof here. It just has this lovely feel. And then you have views of the Willamette River right there, as well as the rest of the east side. So this is just a beautiful little outdoor space that you have right here. And it's also got gas hookups right there if you want to have a barbecue out here. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go on in and check out the bedrooms, because there's two of them, and here's the first one. And didn't really need to turn on the lights in here because there's so much natural light coming in here from these south-facing windows. So that's lovely. And this is a pretty good sized bedroom right here. And it's got carpet. So the carpet in here gives the bedroom a nice little cozy feel coming in from those hardwoods. And then this little hallway leads you into some built-in closet space, some built-in cabinets. And to our right is the bathroom, which is very elegant. You know, you got these beautiful countertops. You've got this incredible soaking tub right here. And right next to that is a shower as well. And you have lovely tile. And you see what I'm saying about this luxury building? So really nice. Tons of countertop space with this double sink here, huge mirror. And then right here is the massive walk-in closet with, again, so much built-in storage space. So you should definitely have enough room to store all your clothes in here. And then if we walk across the way here, go back through this lovely living room and kitchen space, we will have the other bedroom and bathroom. And this one, again, has so much natural light coming in, and it looks straight out onto that roof. And you can see the other buildings in this neighborhood, and it's got a good amount of storage space in this closet, but it's not nearly as big as that walk-in closet. So, and this one has a bathroom that is very close. It's not attached. It's not an ensuite, because you can't have two en-suites as your only bathrooms in this place. So this one is very close and accessible to that bathroom, but also if you have guests that aren't staying here, they can use this one. So this one has just a shower, so no tub, but this shower is deceivingly huge. It goes kind of way back there. So that's lovely. And one more look at this incredible view out this living room space before we wrap up this tour. That is just a stunning view of beautiful Portland. And yeah, all right, there you have it, folks. That was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in this building that was built in 2007 in South Waterfront, Portland, Oregon. And it's right around 1,500 square feet. And that's just a nice little spot, nice little cozy spot that you can have riverfront views in a very luxurious and quiet building here in a neighborhood that is very, very, very close to this so-called war zone. You guys tell me what you think. I don't know. It's like you go that way, make a left, and then a right. Anyways, we don't need to get into it. I'm not trying to get political on this channel. The reasons that I live in Portland have almost nothing to do with that stuff. and everything to do with like how it actually feels to live here on a daily basis. And so when you, the doggies are barking at me as I walk by. So with that said, I bet you're probably wondering what the prices are on that place. And I'm gonna tell you that the current list price on that condo that we just saw, 5th floor, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,500 square feet is $645,000. Now, I know what you're thinking. All of you in LA, you're probably losing your minds because you're thinking that a condo like that costs over $1 million in LA. So what's the catch? And well, there is an HOA fee and it's $1,100 a month. So there's that to consider. Property taxes for that place actually aren't too bad. They were right around 8,000, I believe, maybe just above 8,000. Yeah, there you have it. This is the, a lot of you have asked me, like, go show the worst areas, and I'm not one to tell you what the worst areas are. I'm a real estate agent. I don't tell people, you know, if an area is safe or not safe. That is completely subjective. But, you know, since this particular neighborhood and this particular block has been the subject of a lot of national news, I thought I would just show you what it's like if I just pop over here. So with that said, we are gonna pop over to another 2 neighborhoods, so make sure you stay with me. This is the channel where we just look at what it's like to live in Portland in as many different neighborhoods as I possibly can show you. So let's head over to another one right now. Whew. Thank you guys for bearing with me in that crazy war zone. I had to get out of there and into nature for a minute to clear my head. And we are currently in Washington Park, and this magnificent place that we are in is a 410-acre park right smack dab in the middle of Portland. It's not quite as big as Forest Park. There are so many trails that are going through this area, and there are many attractions right here in Washington Park as well. And I'm here because we are literally just 2 minutes driving to our next listing in the Arlington Heights neighborhood. And within Washington Park, we have the Oregon Zoo, which is an incredible zoo. They have a museum, a forestry museum, miles and miles and miles of trails. I'm currently in the Hoyt Arboretum, in other words, tree garden, basically. There is the famous Portland Rose Garden. There's the Japanese garden. Dozens and dozens and dozens of places to sit down and have a picnic or just lay down and enjoy nature. And this is just one of over 200 parks in Portland, and this is just one of the more forested ones, but it's just pretty incredible. You've just got old growth trees everywhere, and this is just right in the middle of the city, and we're only about 12 to 15 minutes from where we were before, that crazy hellhole, if you will. Apparently that's what it is, but luckily you can escape it pretty easily and be here. Look at these beautiful leaves starting to change colors. We are definitely into fall. And like I said, I just had to come here to clear my mind and show you just the beauty of this city. So yeah, I don't know. It's just super nice. And this next home that we're gonna look at is incredible. It's not a condo, it is a detached single family home. And I personally can't wait to go see it. And I can't wait to show you. But this is just, like I said, one of hundreds of parks in Portland, Oregon. And there's parks of all shapes and sizes, including massive ones like this and small ones dispersed all throughout the city. And right here you can see the trail directions and how much time it takes to do each hike and the names. There is a redwood deck if you keep going this way with a redwood grove. It's just pure beauty here. So let's head over to this listing because it's very close. Like I said, 2-minute drive away, and I'm really excited to go see it, and I'm excited to show you. So let's head over there. So here we are, literally just drove 2 minutes up this road. The place I was walking is just, yeah, like 2 minutes down that way, and we are in this residential zone. I'm gonna get out of the street. There's a car coming, but here's a look at the houses, and this is some of the most incredible homes you can find in Portland. We are up in the hills. There's a bit of elevation here. Yeah, we are lucky enough to go be looking at a house right down here. But let's just swing around the block a little bit so that you guys can see some of the other houses and streets. You know, it's very hilly up here. And so you got streets, it's not very grid-like. And you've got streets that are going this way and up that way and up this way. But yeah, just all of these homes are so stunning and pretty unique. Oh, got some Halloween decorations over there. Yeah, let's head up over into this little private dead-end street where we're gonna see a pretty incredible house that was just listed for sale, I believe maybe 2 days ago, or maybe it was just listed yesterday. And I love the feel as you're just kind of coming down this street of this huge stone retaining wall. That's pretty beautiful. And then you make a left down here and you get to look at this beauty of a home with all of these fun Halloween decorations as well. And then this house up here, I believe actually, this listing is currently getting a new roof. So that's pretty cool. And like literally right now, as I speak, they are putting a new roof on it. So really great, because that's what everyone wants. And I've actually been seeing a lot of transactions hinge upon the quality of a roof lately, because home insurance companies are really starting to crack down on that kind of thing. So that's actually a really good thing to see for this listing. We got a bunch of workers here putting on a new roof. This will be a little bit interesting of a video because it looks like the house has a lot of workers at it at the moment, but we're gonna still take a look. So yeah, this video is gonna be a little bit noisy, so bear with me. This house is getting a brand new roof currently as we speak. You can see all the workers there behind me working on it. And this is an incredible 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home up here in the West Hills that was built in 1962. It's got a lot of really cool mid-century features that I can't wait to show you. This home has been owned by one family over the decades, and it may not look like it just based on the current street, because you got this big hedge here, but there are some incredible views that I'm going to show you throughout this home. The primary suite is incredible, and it's just a great thing that it's getting a new roof right now, because like I said before, insurance companies, because of all the natural disasters that have been happening all over the country, are cracking down on things like roofs. You might not be able to get home insurance on a home if it has a bad roof, and this one right here is going to check that box. I'm gonna give you a complete tour of this whole property. It's got an incredible yard, and for being up here in the hills, it's got a lot of space too. We're talking 0.34 acres of land. That's insane. So it's got a huge yard. It's got the views, it's got the unique character of the 1960s, and it's got a new roof. So what more could you ask for? Let's go on in and take a tour. I'm gonna tell you the list price, but that's gonna have to wait until after the tour. So let's go on in and check it out. All right, so here we are. It's pretty crowded. That's one thing about the streets up here, is that they're pretty narrow. So you can only fit like one car at a time. There was a car up there that had to back up in order to let this guy out. But yeah, so first things first, just take a look at the beautiful stonework. I mean, this is like a huge stone retaining wall, kind of matches the theme that we got over there. And that stonework goes all the way through to right here. The retaining wall continues, and it kind of goes into the foundation of the home. So that's really cool. And then we have this staircase right here, all stone as well. So let's go up here. And when we get to the top here, the stone pathway continues all the way to the entryway with these beautiful architectural columns. And you see right away these huge windows on both levels of the home. But to the right, we have this massive yard. So let's go check out that first, because every single opportunity I get on this channel for you guys, I want to be able to appreciate the fall colors that we're experiencing here. And this is just an incredible yard. You've got this overhang here giving you a nice covered patio. And then if you look out this way, you've got an incredible view of the city. This is looking all the way to the east, and you can see downtown Portland right there. And I don't know if you can see it right now, but on a clear day, we got some clouds off in the distance, but on a clear day, you can see all the way out to Mount Hood. I'm not sure if I can see it right now, but over here, we've got this wooden deck that extends out this way. And we've got one of the listing agents over here right now doing some leaf blowing, clearing the space. This house was just listed, so check out this nice little grassy area right here that once again is overlooking the city. Such stunning views up here in the West Hills. And like I said, this is a 0.3 acre lot, 0.32, I want to say. And you've got all these fall colors right here, because ladies and gentlemen, it is October, and I want you to leave in the comments who you're rooting for in the baseball playoffs. I'm just gonna go ahead and say go Dodgers. Leave a comment down below who you're rooting for, and I wanna know. Now, let's head over here and just take in all of this beauty that we're looking at as we walk into this listing. It's so stunning. This patio right here overlooking more of the forest. We're basically in the middle of Washington Park, so that's lovely. Let's go on inside. Just a quick message from the future. I'll be showing you this beautiful 1,500 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath home in just a minute. So if this house that I'm about to show you is too crazy and fancy, just you wait. This one is for everyone. And so you're gonna have to bear with me, because like I said, there are workers here. It's gonna be a little bit noisy, but look at this grand entryway. To the left here, you have a formal dining room that I'm gonna take you in, but first let's get the lay of the land. You got the grand staircase taking you to where all the bedrooms are. And then in here, which is where we're gonna start, is where we've got this beautiful living room. And again, I'm sorry about the noise. They're hammering and working away, but we can still appreciate this incredible view looking out to the east, and you can see the greater east side, and I believe that's even Mount Tabor, what we're looking at there, I think. And then you've got this beautiful living space here. I love the columns throughout. So you got these grand columns out here, you've got them in here, you've got them in the entryway. And then this is a nice little sitting area right here where you've got a gas fireplace and a little bar right there. So you can prepare cocktails and enjoy a nice cozy evening here at the fireplace. And all of these floor to ceiling windows are letting in so much natural light throughout this house. So I absolutely love that. And then we're gonna head in here. You got closets here, laundry right here on the main level. And these are some nice newer machines. Got a sink there, as well as some countertop space. And then this will lead us into the kitchen, but not before seeing a half bath, which I always love to see. A half bath on the main level that is right next to, you know, the kitchen and living room areas, because you don't want to have people, number one, having to go upstairs into your private space to use the bathroom, and number two, when you have guests, you don't need people to shower right next to the kitchen, right? So you just, here's your half bath. That's, I think, all you need for right here. Then we have the kitchen. And in the kitchen and dining room areas, you've got this beautiful hardwood floor. And when you look over here, you've got this casual little dining area slash sunroom area. And it's extra beautiful because instead of looking out to the city, it's actually looking into the forest. So you get to appreciate where you live, which is basically in the middle of Washington Park, which again is just over 400 acres of forest. And it's also letting in natural light from above as well. Sorry about that noise. Again, getting a new roof, super cool. But look at this kitchen. You have a ton of natural light coming in here, and you've got this massive gas range right here with the built-in grill. So I love to see that. This island is pretty cool here. And you've got the built-in microwave, and you've got this sink area looking out here. So let's quickly appreciate these cabinets here. Really quickly, we're gonna look at this formal dining area right here. And that is just the most stunning view, I think, you could ever ask for. One of them. So let's go back in here, and we're gonna go over here to quickly look at the downstairs. And I forgot to turn the light on, but this is just a little area down here. You've got a closet that has a furnace in here. And then in here is actually your 2-car garage. So that's pretty nice. And then right over here, we have this is a lift system. So if you're showing up with your groceries, you can pull into the driveway instead of carrying it upstairs. There's your 2 water heaters. There are 2 water heaters right there. You can just send your groceries up there to the upstairs. I'll show you where that opens up. Right here. So that's pretty cool. It's currently in use and working order. So now let's head upstairs. But first, one more look at this just beautiful grand entryway here with stunning skylights up at the top. So let's head up. And when you reach the top, you get to look out these beautiful bay windows and a nice little sitting area with a built-in desk space right there. And these windows are looking out towards the city, of course. There is a big tree right here blocking it, but still you got some really nice views that you can see for many, many miles. And then right here we have these beautiful built-in shelves and just such a lovely upstairs landing area. And I love these windows up here that are letting in so much natural light. And in Portland, when it's cloudy, you need all of the natural light that you can get. But here is the primary, and we're gonna take a look at that after we see these first 2 bedrooms. And there are 3 bedrooms up here. This is the first one, and it's kind of in this little forested corner, looking out into the trees. And then there's another one right there. But you've got a full bathroom right here, and this is equipped with a tub and shower, toilet with a bidet. And then right here is the other bedroom that has city views and absolutely stunning, massive windows. This is a huge window. So, and it's east facing once again. So you are going to see the morning sunlight coming in your window right here. And you get to appreciate the other houses in this beautiful neighborhood right here, looking out these windows. And you can just kind of barely see Mount Hood. It would be right there. There's clouds obscuring it off in the distance, so you can't really see it. So on a perfectly clear day, you'll be able to see right to Mount Hood right there. And now let's go check out this incredible primary bedroom. Love this wood railing here. And then in here is a huge bedroom with, once again, sweeping city views that are just absolutely stunning. This might be easily the best view in the whole house, and it's looking out to the east, and you can see downtown. You can see other houses in the neighborhood, and you can see forest. It just doesn't get much better. You can see Mount Hood on the clear day. And then you've also got this little balcony right here. I'm not gonna go out onto it because I'm just in my socks and it's a little bit wet out there. But once again, look at this beautiful tree right here. We are in fall, ladies and gentlemen. And then on this side, you've got these closet doors that all have mirrors that make this huge room feel even bigger. So that's crazy. And then we move into the bathroom section of this primary suite. Just imagine just like, I'm just gonna go in here. And you've got this really nice curved countertop here that leads you to this massive jacuzzi tub with the bay window looking out to the backyard. And then this huge shower right here that has 2 shower heads. So this is just a pretty nice bathroom. Maybe it's a little bit outdated, but it still is very well livable. And there's your washroom. And then in here, surprise, there is a sauna. So pretty decent sized sauna, so you can sit in here, enjoy the heat. This is just a small linen closet, but in here is a secret room slash huge walk-in closet. So I think this is bigger than the walk-in closet at that condo that we just saw. So, and in there's just a furnace. I don't know how many furnaces are in this house, but it's a big house. It's about 3,800 square feet. And this kind of leads us back to where we started, right here on the upper level. And there you have it, folks. I'm gonna walk away from all this noise to give you the little debrief, but what an incredible home. All right, so that was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home up here in the Arlington Heights neighborhood. We are just about less than 5 minutes up from the Nob Hill neighborhood, Northwest Portland, all of those super highly desirable areas that a lot of you I know are interested in. So this is kind of one of those spots that's like the best of both worlds. You can, ooh, spooky. You can live up in the most tranquil forested part of Portland while also being very, very close driving to some of the most like hip and happening areas of Portland. And so, yeah, I'm very interested to hear what you guys, think of that listing, because I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope you've also got a good guess in your mind of what you think it's worth or what you think the list price is, because I'm about to tell you, and I hope you leave a comment down below what you think it is, but the current list price is $1,449,000. Does that match your guess? Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Definitely let me know your thoughts and give me your feedback on if you think it's the right price, if you would pay that, if you are interested in making an offer. That house was just listed 1 day ago, so if you're watching this on Sunday and you are in love, definitely get in touch. I'll throw all of my contact information on the screen, so you can reach me by any of those methods, whatever's convenient for you. You can call, text, email. You could scan the QR code and just schedule a video call with me. Whatever works for you. You can even go down in the description and find my Instagram and slip into my DMs. Whatever you gotta do, get in touch. And even if that house isn't the one, if you are looking for your dream home in Portland, regardless of what the price range is, please get in touch with me today. That's why I'm making these videos. I absolutely love it every single time I hear from someone. Also, before I forget, the listing we just saw, thanks to Aaron Rothrick for letting me go in there and show it to you guys on the channel. We're gonna head over to the east side now and check out a house over there. So let's go. All right, so for this last segment of the video, I jumped over the river and went to the neighborhood of Brentwood-Darlington here in southeast Portland. And so this neighborhood is a mixed bag. It is all the way down on the south edge of the city limits of Portland. And we are looking to the north here, and we're looking to the south here. And if we go all the way down to the southern edge of this neighborhood, you'll basically be leaving Portland and going into Milwaukee. When I say this neighborhood was a mixed bag, I mean that at the time that other neighborhoods were being developed, like in the central east side, in the early 1900s and late 1800s. All of this stuff down here was basically farmlands, and so you'll occasionally see some early 1900s bungalows, like maybe this one. For the most part, most of this neighborhood developed in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So that's why you'll see a lot of mid-century ranches, as well as a lot of newer construction, like that type of house right there. That's also why you see a mix of, you know, different types of streets. Like this one, there's no sidewalk. There's one over here that does have sidewalks. And then the street that we're about to go look at a house on is all gravel. This is a neighborhood that is pretty well below the median home price of Portland. So if you're looking for another affordable option, I know that a lot of you have made requests to me to not just show the crazy, extravagant, beautiful, luxurious homes, which I think we all love. I do, at least, love to go look at those houses, but you guys want to see the ones that you actually are going to be buying here, right? When you reach out to me. So this is all part of that. I'm trying to do my best to show not just every neighborhood, but every type of housing option that you can buy. So we've already seen a condo. We saw a top of the hill, top of the West Hills, magnificent luxury home earlier in the video. And now we're gonna go look at this beautiful mid-century built, incredibly tastefully updated home here on this street. But let's walk the street a little bit more so you can get a greater feel for this neighborhood. And I've been getting some good reach outs lately. Just the other day, I had a lovely family, shout out to them, reach out to me from Hawaii. And we've been looking at houses, and I am super excited to help them make their move to Portland. And the cool thing about them is they heard about my channel in the first place from a good friend of theirs. So shout out to Cassie. Thank you, Cassie, for sharing the videos with your best friend. I am super grateful, and that's actually a really cool thing because I kind of designed this channel for it to be discovered organically, like when people are searching, what's it like to live in Portland, or that type of thing. But to know that people are sharing my videos and it's also spreading through word of mouth, that is just a whole new level of feel goods. So Cassie, thank you. I very much appreciate that. And both of you guys from Hawaii, I can't wait to help welcome you here to beautiful Portland, Oregon. Cassie, you're welcome to reach out to me anytime, even if you're not moving here for a while. Look at this beautiful tree right here. The fall colors are just amazing. So this is, again, we're in Brentwood-Darlington / Errol Heights. I'm not 100% sure exactly what neighborhood this is, because just over this way is Errol Heights. And then it's also part of Brentwood-Darlington. Here's a look at the street. Again, you got a nice mix of houses that are built in all different parts of the 1900s. And so really cool, nice mix. Very quiet neighborhood. There isn't really a lot of walkability in this neighborhood. You know, the closest, I would say, walkable district to right here is going to be Woodstock. And then that's probably about a 5 or 6 minute drive from here. And then aside from that, we're about 10 minutes from a bunch of other things. We're about 10 minutes to Selwood, that's to the west. We are about 10 minutes to Foster Powell. We are about 10 minutes to downtown Milwaukee. So if you want to be in a quiet neighborhood that isn't really walkable to, you're not going to be able to walk to coffee shops, bars, restaurants here in this part of town. But if you want something that is, you can drive to multiple different parts of the city, you can get to Lentz. I think that's probably just under 10 minutes that way. It's another downtown area, and also that's where the Portland Pickles play, which is our local fun little baseball team. Take it all in. It's a very, very quiet area, and I am just super excited to go see this house. So let's jump right over there. I gotta say, I got the keys already. I gave myself a little tour of this property. It is amazing, all right? This house is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it is on a 1/4 acre lot. Wait till you see this backyard back here. It is incredible. This house was built in 1953, but I gotta say, it is one of the most tasteful updates I've ever seen. Because apparently, after reading the listing description, it's currently owned by a designer builder duo, and they have put in so much love and work into this home. And there are updates that are system updates that are incredibly valuable, as well as just architectural updates. This whole house has been transformed over the course of time, I think probably in the last 5 years or so, into what it is now, and it is just such a stunning property. It's only been on the market for 2 weeks, and I cannot imagine that it is going to be on the market that much longer. Got to give a thanks to the Sheehan group, Lauren Sheehan, for letting me come in here and show this incredible property. I'm not gonna keep talking your ear off. Let's just go on in and I'm gonna show it to you. And I'm going to tell you what the list price is. Make sure you get a good guess in your head. So let's go on in and take a look. So once again, it's here in the south end of the Brentwood-Darlington neighborhood in this very, very, very quiet part of town. But like I said, you can get to so many different neighborhoods with many different amenities within a matter of 10 minutes or less. And we're here on this gravel road, but once you get onto the property, it feels like its own little oasis. You've got so many different types of trees. There's a big oak tree here. This is like a maple tree, Japanese maple, I think, and they've got all these arborvitaes. And so yeah, this has a nice, good-sized driveway here, but it's also got this driveway over here for even more parking space. So that is a little taste into the backyard. And so you've got all these, you got this huge bay window here, and this, whoa, look out for that spider web that I almost walked into. This used to be the garage, but wait till you see what it's like on the inside. And so look at this lovely, beautiful front yard here. So peaceful. You got the little bird bath there. Amazing. And then here is the entranceway, and it is nice and covered. So if you want to sit here and have a coffee in the rain, this is just going to be a lovely place to do that. So let's go on in. All right, so right when you walk in, you notice these beautiful refinished oak floors, and you're in this living room. And right off the bat, you can already tell some of the tastefully stylish updates that this designer builder duo have done to this home. Just even this like coat hanger here, lovely. And then so look at this really cool looking designer ceiling fan. And then you've got big windows. These are updated windows. So you got a huge window right here, huge window right here, and you got this nice hanging light right there. Just a really, really cool living space that opens right into this designer kitchen. I mean, how beautiful is this kitchen? I'm just gonna step back so you can see the full effect. You got this beautiful beam right here, and then this incredible tile work that looks like it was done in 2020. Nice time to do a house project, huh? And so you've got this nice little breakfast bar right here. Love these bar stools. And then you walk into the kitchen, and these are heated floors. So that's absolutely lovely. You've got these beautiful butcher block counters, and those go all the way around this whole kitchen. There is so much countertop space in here. And look at these cabinets with this glass, and then that backsplash going all the way through there, and then all the way around here. This is just such a stunning kitchen, and I wanna cook in this kitchen. And then looking out into the front yard right there, even this little light, it's new, but it kind of goes with the mid-century vibe of this home. So very much love the intentionality of the updates here. And so looking this way into this living room area, and you've got this dining area here. But now let's go check out the rest of the house. So over here, you've got a full bathroom, and it's got a bathtub and shower. There's some storage space right there. And then really nice vanity. Love these lights that they put in here. And then here is one of the bedrooms. Tasteful wallpaper there with those built-in lamps. I love it. This house is so cool. And these wood floors kind of go all throughout this main level here until you get to what used to be the garage, and it's gonna shock you what it is now. But here is another bedroom right here. Again, the wood floors, completely refinished, also in 2020. And then here is your third bedroom right here that does have the carpet. They put in some carpet here, and I love this design right there. And then one more look at this kitchen, because who doesn't love this kitchen? And then this has a little step down, and you've got your other full bathroom right here, and nice tasteful tile work right here, and that matches the shower tile as well, and just such a lovely bathroom. But then this flows into a converted garage theater room, basically, with the lovely dark ceilings to make it nice and dark in here for your movie viewing pleasure. Look at this huge couch. I wonder if that comes with the house. And then you've got this bay window here with the built-in bench looking out to the driveway. You know, you just close the curtains, sit down and enjoy your favorite movies or TV shows in here. So that's absolutely lovely how they kind of turned this into a more intentional like entertainment room. I love the slatted wood here. It just gives it such a nice feel. It's even got this electric heater fireplace thing. And then that flows into your laundry room here, which also has some lovely tile and lots of space in here. So right here is going to be like some utilities. This is your furnace. This is your water heater. And then this is where we have the updated plumbing. And then that's a look out into the backyard. But first we got to look a little bit more at this lovely laundry room. Just love all the art pieces they have on the walls. So nice. And then love that piece right there. Just, you know, this is the type of house that I think you would want to buy. All these built-in cabinets here right next to the theater room. And then this goes out into that driveway space that is in fact fully covered, and you've got a little gate here. So yeah, if you want, you could pull the car all the way back there and pave this and turn it into a complete full driveway for lots of room. But now let's head out into the backyard. Got to get my trusty Birks back on, and let's go out into this incredible massive backyard. And once again, so much intentionality in this space. You got your friendly neighbor, I think that's what you call these, friendly neighbor fences, where it's like can't really see through, but if you want to be friendly, you can. And so this is a fully fenced in yard, so if you got dogs, no worries there. And the roof was also redone in 2020, so that's going to be in excellent shape. And look at this covered, super lovely, cozy backyard space you got here for relaxing in the rain. You've got this gas little fire thing. There is a little doggo there barking at us pretty relentlessly. Hey buddy, you know, this is just one of those things that you don't get on Zillow, right? When you're browsing listings, you don't know if the dog's barking at you from your own backyard. So I don't know how, if he just doesn't know me, but this right here, you know, because you've got the builder that owns this house has an incredible detached shed right in here. So, and this is fully wired with electricity, and it's paved in here. So this is just a great shed. You got that, and these doors open here if you want to have like a bigger lawnmower potentially. So really cool. You got this lovely deck here with the sunken 7-person hot tub. So even have some hooks here for hanging your towels. So they've thought of basically everything for this space, and it is so lovely. This yard is huge. Look at this. You've got some pine trees, got all sorts of old growth trees back here. You've got some garden beds, and you've got an even smaller shed back here. You got this little space out here with the pavers and a little fire pit and place to sit and eat on those nice days. Got some roses right here and space to plant pretty much whatever you want. So let's just have a look and see how this yard looks from this back corner. This is a huge yard. Again, we are on a quarter lot. Hey buddy, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so that's, you know, that's something that you don't get when you're browsing Zillow. You don't get to know if there's barky dogs. But so there you go. Thanks for watching the video. And there you have it, folks. How lovely was this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, right around 1,500 square feet? It's perfect. You know, it's like for a young, small family, this is just such an ideal place. Huge backyard for the kids and the pups to run around. Very, very quiet neighborhood. Very, very quiet street. You can ride the bikes up and down it. This home has been updated tastefully with all of the right things, and it's got new plumbing system. It's got a new roof. It's got even a new water line from the street to the house. This is just such a special place, and I don't think it's gonna last long. So if you are interested, make sure you get in touch and we can talk more about it. But I hope you've got a good guess in your mind on the list price of this home, because it's one of those houses that I think you guys have been wanting to see that's in a more like quote unquote realistic price range for a lot of you guys that are looking to buy an actual home here. So this is a great example of what you can get that is much closer to the median home price. And with that said, the current list price of this home is $599,000. Did you guys get it right? Let me know in the comments if you got it right. And if you want to see another video just like this on the channel, click right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.